Well, so let's ask some questions. All right, we'll go one by one.
Oh, and if I could tell them one more thing.
Sure.
Khi chúng ta giật như thế này, ví dụ cô giáo Trudy hỏi những câu hỏi đó, và những câu nào mà chúng ta không biết chúng ta ghi xuống, rồi chúng ta sẽ giật lại. Mỗi người sẽ ghi xuống, ví dụ câu nào mà chúng ta nghe chúng ta trả lời được thì tốt, câu nào mà chúng ta chưa biết đó chúng ta cứ ghi xuống về nhà chúng ta ghi. Chúc mừng, yeah, vâng rồi, she passed, yeah. Wow, she just passed, she just got out. Kính chào quý cô chú anh chị em. Chào mừng quý cô chú anh chị em đến với kênh Luong Ministries, là một vụ Hải Lương. Hàng tuần chúng tôi có đăng lên những video về luyện thi quốc tịch Mỹ, học tiếng Anh cơ bản, cũng như học tiếng Anh giao tiếp và thông dụng hàng ngày, cũng như tiếng Anh tại nơi chỗ làm. Nếu quý cô chú anh chị em đến với kênh lần đầu tiên, xin vui lòng hãy đăng ký kênh, subscribe để tiếp tục nhận được những video hữu ích, giúp ích cho chúng ta trong việc luyện thi quốc tịch Mỹ cũng như tiếng Anh trong cuộc sống hàng ngày. Và nếu ông bà chị em là người đã từng xem những video của chúng tôi rất là biết ơn, chân thành cảm ơn quý cô chú anh chị em thật nhiều. Cảm ơn tất cả những lời bình luận, khích lệ, cũng như những cái like và chia sẻ giới thiệu kênh cho những người thân quen. Chúng tôi rất là biết ơn. Tôi được quen một số cô chú anh chị học luyện thi quốc tịch Mỹ với tôi, và khi tôi hỏi thăm thì được biết rằng có những người bạn đã giới thiệu về tôi hoặc là một vụ của chúng tôi và kênh của chúng tôi, cho nên chúng tôi rất là biết ơn những lời giới thiệu của quý cô chú anh chị em. Chúng tôi còn nhiều video mà tôi chưa có đủ thời gian cũng như chưa có đủ cái phương tiện để đăng lên, cho nên xin quý cô chú anh chị em hãy tiếp tục cầu thay, cầu nguyện cho chúng tôi. Và nếu muốn đóng góp để rồi những trang bị thiết kế của chúng tôi được tăng trang hơn, để có nhiều cái video có chất lượng hơn, thì xin hãy liên lạc với tôi. Số điện thoại là 714 722 7763. Tôi rất là cảm ơn sự ủng hộ của tất cả quý cô chú anh chị em gần xa, và những lời bình luận khích lệ cũng như những lời share, like và giới thiệu. Cho nên xin hãy tiếp tục đồng hành với kênh Luong Ministries. Xin Thiên Chúa ban phước trên quý cô chú anh chị em thật nhiều. Xin trân trọng kính chào.
Since he missed last week. Last week you had a headache? No? Okay, well, so here's question 95. Where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York.
New York.
Có một chữ nữa.
Harbor. Harbor. You know what a harbor is? Harbor is where the ships come in.
Cảng ha.
Yeah. New York Harbor. Yeah. It's on an island in the harbor. New York Harbor. Right. Very good.
We remember you climbed up the Statue of Liberty, so
Yeah. That's right. I did. Long time ago. Okay, Kay. Why does the flag have 50 stars?
Because where 15 là 13 đó.
50 là 50.
50. Because where are 15 stay?
50. So, yeah, so let's go over 15. 15 is 15. 15. Uh-huh. 50. 50. 50. 15. 50. 50. So this is, and this is,
You know the answer.
15. 50. 50. 50 states, yes. Right. That is right. Very good. You're welcome.
Nathan said he knew the answer.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, question 37. What does the judicial branch do? Judicial branch. Judicial? What does judicial mean?
Reviews laws.
Very good. That is the first answer here. It also says explains laws or resolves disputes, decides if a law goes against the Constitution. So the judicial branch is what you need to clue in on. Judicial is the word. Yes. This kind of comes from judge. So when it's judicial branch, it's talking about the Supreme Court. That's the judicial branch. So just remember, judicial comes from judge. Judges, the Supreme Court. Okay, so as a United States citizen, you can vote in a federal election. That's one right. Or you can run for federal office. That's the second right that it's got listed here. So the main thing you should say, one right only for United States citizens, you should say vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. Okay? All right. Number 57. When must all men register for the selective services? That's kind of hard.
Câu hỏi lại luôn.
Giờ hỏi tiếng Anh sao? Repeat, please.
Repeat, please. Repeat, that's what you want to say. Or please repeat.
Yeah, please repeat.
Can you say please repeat? Please. Yeah, I remember.
Let's just deal with these real quick. So, this is a very important phrase.
Please. Please. Uh-huh. See, PL goes together, one sound. Please. Please. Repeat. 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 Please repeat. So, what you're doing is you're asking someone to say it again. Say it a second time. Please repeat. Okay, I'm repeating this question now. When must all men register for the selective services? Selective service.
As
18. 18, that's right. Exactly right. At age 18. You can just say 18 when they're 18. 18. Yeah, that's 18 is 18. Again, it's the 18. Okay, so this is AT. That's right. That's right. It's just like the other one. 1880. It's right. That's just the way it is. Okay. That is right. Good answer. Okay. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states?
Give a driver license.
Yeah, very good. Give a driver's license. That's exactly right. There are 4 other rights listed here, but give a driver's license is a very good answer, and that's one I would use. Question 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
The contact. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Constitutional Convention.
The Constitution was written.
The Constitution was written. That's the right answer. The Constitution was written. That's one of those words that is a little different because it's spelled W-R-I-T-T-E-N. The W is silent. So it's really just written. See, there's 2 T's here. So you have to kind of say it with emphasis. Written. So the W is really not said. It's just understood. It's silent. Written. Okay, written. Okay, that's right. The Constitutional Convention is where a lot of men got together and they put their heads together and they wrote the Constitution. That's right. Okay. Ty, why does the flag have 13 stripes? This is 13 stripes. Stripes.
Có 13 sọc ha. Tại sao lá cờ có 13 sọc ha?
Okay, Kay, can you help him? Can you help him? Nope. Original colonies. That's right. 13. This is 13 original colonies. That's right. Colonies were when people first went to the United States, they made 13 colonies. And that was colonies was where they first lived. Those colonies eventually became states, But first of all, they were colonies. Colonies. Yes. So the 13 original colonies are remembered with 13 stripes. 13 stripes is 13 original colonies. Colonies, Okay, Kay, when is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? Very good. That's exactly right. And when was the Constitution written?
1787.
You need to take your interview. Okay. Name one state that borders Canada.
New York.
You're very good. How about another one?
Thêm cái nữa, thêm một tiểu bang nữa.
Well, just think just a minute. You do know.
Biết tiểu bang nào lạnh á?
A state that borders Canada.
Giờ tiểu bang nào lạnh nhất nè?
What? Uh-huh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nhan, how about another one?
Chị Ngân ha. Bây giờ nghĩ tiểu bang ở Mỹ là tiểu bang nào lạnh nhất? Nổi
Just
tiếng là
think
lạnh
about
nhất.
the most northern most states. How about North Dakota?
Có những tiểu bang lạnh á.
That's kind of north, right?
Yeah.
North Dakota,
Tiểu
yeah.
bang hướng Bắc.
Minnesota,
Yeah.
yeah. Idaho. New York is definitely one of them. There's also Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. There's all kinds of them. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13. There's 13 choices. But New York is definitely one state that borders Canada. That's good. Okay, so this is a little bit hard. Question 41. It's a long question. That's going to make it a little bit harder. So listen to the last part especially, okay, Ty? Question 41 is, under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To what? Yeah, it has to be a little different. You have to say it a little different. I have to hear this letter. Print. Print money. That's right. To print money. Only they don't want 50 states printing their own money. So it has to be just one body, the federal government, that's over all the states. Federal government is the only one that can print money. That's right. Okay, next question. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Citizen, HD, and older can vote.
Very good. That is exactly right. I think you've been studying. That's good, very good. Okay, question 21. The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. Question 16. Who makes federal laws? You guys are good. Okay, let's go on. Let's get some hard questions. Okay, Ty, name your U.S. representative.
U.S. representative.
Who's your U.S. representative? Well, it says answers will vary. And that's true because depending on where you live, you might have a different representative.
Chú cái zip code của chú số mấy hả? Cô chú. Let me find that.
3170.
Look up K.
31 hả?
73170.
73170. Okay. Okay. Tom Cole.
He's mine, Tom Cole. How about you, Young? Do you have a different one?
Yeah, different.
Who-
Stephanie Bice.
Stephanie Bice, okay. How about Tao? Cole. Good, good.
Don't call us.
Stephanie Bice, yeah, or Tom Cole. That's right. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, District 5. Stephanie Bice. I don't know anything about Stephanie Bice, so that's interesting. Okay, so you have to learn this one on your own because your answer might not be the same as somebody else's. So you have to learn that for you, okay? Now, Kay, you have answered this one before, I think, so you probably still know it. Who is the governor of your state now?
Kevin Stitt.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. Question 68. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? No. No, he was before civil rights times.
Can you repeat that?
I can. Very good. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Benjamin Franklin.
$100.
Yes, he's on it. You're right.
You know,
But that's not what
Benjamin,
he's famous for. He didn't choose that. What was that? No. Okay, that's a good answer too. I don't remember. Okay. So there are 5 different answers, possible answers, okay?
What number is that?
This is question 68.
68, yeah. Well, he's the reason banks are being robbed. Yes, you know that, right?
That's right. That is one of the answers. So the easiest one to remember is U.S. diplomat. U.S. diplomat. But I think one of the coolest things is he was the oldest member of the Constitutional Convention. To me, that's pretty cool since I'm getting older all the time. I also think this is really cool. Started the first free libraries.
Yeah.
So before there were free libraries, people had to pay money to take a book out of the library. And Benjamin Franklin started the first free libraries. This right here was pretty cool, but it doesn't mean much to us these days. But he was the writer of Poor Richard's Almanac. You know what an almanac is? It's not a very common word. But an almanac is a collection of sayings, important facts, things that you might want to know. You can go to the almanac and look them up. So Benjamin Franklin is this guy right here. He was kind of balding. Benjamin Franklin was a U.S. diplomat. He was the oldest member of the Constitutional Convention, and he was the first Postmaster General of the United States. In addition to writing Poor Richard's Almanac, starting the first free libraries, and it's not listed here, but a lot of people, when they think of Benjamin Franklin, they think of a man doing a science experiment outside with a kite with lightning happening. Lightning hit his kite. And he was the one that did those kinds of experiments. He was a very, very smart man. Look at all those different things that he did. So, the easiest thing for you to remember is U.S. diplomat. But just remember, there's a lot of other things that he did too that are really cool. Okay. Question 46. What is the political party of the president now? Democratic Party. Very good. Democratic. Can you say Democratic? Say it again so I can hear you. Democratic. Democratic. Yeah, so the let me just write
Put it out here real quick.
that's demo. But it goes right into democratic. CR is like KR. Democratic. Yeah, and this is actually just a K sound. K. Democratic. Democratic. So, whenever you say it, you want to have the emphasis, the first emphasis is here. Democratic. It has two emphasis places. You want to say dim and crat. Democratic. Okay. That's good. All right. This is a hard question. Question 35. Yes. What does the president's cabinet do? Advise the president. That's right. Very good. Okay. Now we have question 93. Name one state that borders Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico. That's very good. How about a second one? What's the one that has the biggest border with Mexico? What is that state?
Thêm một tiểu bang nữa.
Thêm tiểu bang nữa hả? California.
Nope, not the biggest.
Nhớ có tiểu bang.
Texas, that's right. Texas by far and away has the biggest border with Mexico. Mexico obviously is here, Mexico. Look how long the border is with Texas. Next one is Arizona. That's number 2. But then you have New Mexico has just a short one, and California has a little bit longer one. This one is by far the biggest. But
Bà hỏi cái border là cái bên gần đó, đối diện đó. Yeah.
New Mexico is an answer. It's a good answer. Okay. Why do some states have more representatives than others?
Because they have more people.
More people, that's right. They have more of a population, a larger population, that's right. More people. Very good. I need to find you a hard question.
Sometimes I don't remember.
Okay, question 60. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? African people, that's right. Very good. That's too easy for you. We're going to ask you another question. Okay, question 91. Name one U.S. territory. Guam. That's too easy. That's exactly right. Okay, this one's easy too. Okay, question 97. Why does the flag have 50 stars? 50 stars. Why?
Tại sao lá cờ có 50 cái ngôi sao ha? Tại sao?
Because there are 50 states.
Very good. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Okay, Kay, how many amendments does the Constitution have? Amendments.
100. 27.
That's right. 27. How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. That's right. And when was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
Very good. You get another question. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
American Indians.
Yeah, very good. That's very good. When do we celebrate Independence Day? That's right. And in what month do we vote for president? And what is one right? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? What'd you say? Yeah, you have to have the ch on the end. Speech. Speech. No, the first part was good. I'm just asking for the ch on the end. Speech. That's right. That's right. What are some of the other rights, Nyan? From the First Amendment. Do you know another right? That's right. And then it has three others, okay? And the first one of those is the right to assembly. Assembly means you get together. A whole bunch of people get together. That's the right to assembly. There's also the right to press. Press means that somebody can press. right to press means that people can write and publish articles. So if you happen to have something that you believe that's different from what the government says, you can still write an article about it, and you can get that published, and you can send it across the whole United States if you want. Now, just because you might disagree with the government and you might write an article, that doesn't mean that you're free to disobey the laws. But it is a freedom that you have, freedom of press. So that's actually, this was an important right when the colonies were getting ready to break away from Great Britain. They wrote lots of articles and they sent them out to everybody. And whenever the people in the colonies decided that they agreed with the articles, then they revolted against Great Britain. And that's when the U.S. became a separate country, when we won the Battle of Independence. So this is what the freedom of press is related to. And then there's one other one, freedom to petition the government. That means that you can ask the government for something. If you think about Russia and Cambodia and other totalitarian, you know what that means? The government is the only one that has any right? Totalitarian. Well, you can't ask those governments for anything. So the fact that this is a right in the First Amendment to petition the government means that we can ask the government for things. They might not give them to us, but we can still ask them. So these are all very important rights that are in the First Amendment. But the easiest one is speech, for sure. And it's probably the most important one because, well, it's one of the top two. Because if you don't have the freedom of speech, then it doesn't do you any good to have the freedom of press and the right to petition the government. And it doesn't even help you if you don't have the right to assembly. You could talk all you want to your family, but until you can get a big group of people together, the freedom to assemble, then it doesn't make much difference what you say. So anyway, that's a little more than you needed to know. Where did we stop? I don't know. Let's go with K. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
18 and older.
18 and older. I'm liking that. You got the exact right answer. We elect a president for how many years?
4 years.
Yes. And where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York Harbor.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. Which war did he or was he in? World War II. Pretty sure that's right. Yes. I always have to check 2 on those. Very good. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Life and liberty.
Very good. Life. Yeah, so life. Yeah, it has the F sound. F. F is life. Life and liberty. Very good. Okay. Question 76. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? That's the long words. Emancipation, Emancipation Proclamation. What did that do? Freed the slaves. Mhm. In fact, let me just tell you this real quick. Yeah. So this is the long word, emancipation. Emancipation. So it has 5 syllables. That's a long word. Emancipation. And that basically means letting people go. Emancipation is letting people go. And so when there's a proclamation to let people go, that was when the slaves with the SL, slaves were freed. Emancipation Proclamation. It freed the slaves. That's right. Okay, Kay, what is one reason colonists came to America? No helping.
Please repeat.
Well, so the easiest answer for this question is freedom. What is one reason colonists came to America? For freedom. Yeah, but it was really more about religious freedom even than economic freedom. But so it has, this is question 58, Hi. What is one reason? So they're just asking for one reason, okay? But there's actually 6 listed. So you can choose one of 6, whichever one you want. And this is the easiest one here, freedom, yeah. But really it was a lot more about religious freedom than any other kind of freedom. So if you said religious freedom, that would be extra points. You'd get extra credit for that. What is one reason? They also came for political liberty, definitely. They came for economic opportunities. They came to practice their religion. That's the same as this, basically. Religious freedom. But some of those people that believed differently than where they were living, they were persecuted. Yeah, so they came to escape persecution also. But if I were going to say the best answer for this question, what is one reason colonists came to America? They got in ships like that and went a long ways across the ocean. And whenever you traveled like this way back then, you had a very good chance of dying on the way. What did they take the chance with their lives for? They came a lot for religious freedom. But you can just say freedom, and that'll be a good answer too. Okay, question 49. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens?
vote in the federal election.
Excellent. Very good. Do you know what the other answer to that is? Oh, it's on the screen. Oh, well. That's all right. That's all right. But if your interviewer was in a bad mood that day, he might ask you, well, what's the other one? So this is, the interview is more about knowing about the United States than it is about just answering a question. It's more about, do you know about the United States and the history and stuff like that? So if an interviewer thinks, she's pretty sharp, I bet she knows more than what I'm asking for, then he might ask you another question just because he thinks you're smart. It's like, okay, this woman's pretty good, so let's ask her a hard question. That's why I'm doing it to you now. So you'll be ready for it. Yeah, you'll be ready for it. You'll be like, oh, that's what Dr. Moore or Go Trudy, that's what she asked me a long time ago. And I'll be like, okay, yeah, what was the answer to that? Okay, question 61. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. That's very good. That's the first answer here. That's right. That's the easiest answer, too. It has 3 other answers here, but they're not easy, so. When you say high taxes, yeah, you kind of have to make the H. It's almost, what's the word I want? It's almost all in your mouth. High. Because you don't use your lips for high. You don't, use like P, you have to use your lips. P, right? And T, you use your tongue and your teeth. T, yeah. But high is just in your mouth. High. Mm-hmm. Like hi.
Hi.
High taxes. Okay. Okay, here's another question for you, Tao. What is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law.
Yes, that's right. Everyone must follow the law. Very good. Okay, Ty, don't look at your answers. What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, see, I knew you didn't need to look at those. That's exactly right. Okay. Okay, don't look at your answers either. What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution.
With a little help from your friend, yes. So when you have your interview, it's unlikely, I don't know for sure, did they let 2 people into interviews?
No.
1 at a time. You're not going to have anybody to help you. So that's why I'm kind of hard on you about that. You yourself have to know the answers. You can't wait for somebody to tell you. All right. Jan, what does the Constitution do?
Set up the government.
Mm-hmm. That's too easy. We're going to give you another one. What is the capital of your state?
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's too easy. Okay. This is a hard question. Not really, but it's a sad question. What major event happened on September the 11th, 2001 in the United States?
terrorist attack by United States.
Yes. Where did they attack them? Where?
Attack ở đâu ha? Tấn công ở đâu?
What city was attacked?
Thành phố nào?
Yes, you do. Think about it
Yeah.
just a minute. What
Yeah.
happened on 9/11?
911 xảy ra ở thành phố nào, tiểu bang nào? Nổi tiếng á, nữ ước gì đó.
Well, do you remember the planes flying into the World Trade Center?
World Trade Center.
No, in New York City.
New York.
New York was where mostly it happened. That's where the planes flew into the World Trade Center towers.
Nó bay vào hai cái tòa cao đó.
They set
York.
the towers aflame. Eventually, the towers both fell down, and many people were killed. But you're correct in the answer. Terrorists attacked the United States. That's true. But it's a little bit more than that, because terrorists have attacked the United States in several places. That just happens to be the biggest loss that happened. And that's what happened on 9/11, 2001. Okay. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? Verse 10. The 10 helps to give you a little bit of the idea. The first 10 amendments. Okay, that's fine. You can say, I don't know. I don't know. Well, they're called the Bill of Rights. Yeah. And there are 10 of them. And so they kind of got grouped together as the Bill of Rights. And so, question 11 is, what is the economic system in the United States?
The Supreme Court.
No, we're talking economic. Economic, not judges. Economic means
Make it economy.
market. Market. That's right. You got the answer. Market economy. That's right. Very good. That's kind of a hard one. What are two cabinet level positions?
Secretary of State and Vice President.
That's very good. Very good. Vice President. Vice. Yeah, because it has the. Have you got this question up here? 36.
36.
So, vice. The C there is an S. Vice President. Right. So you can tell that there's a whole lot of other ones that you can choose, but Secretary of State, that's a very good answer. This one is maybe not quite so easy. Attorney General. Secretary of Labor, that's not too hard either, so. Anyway, there's a lot, as you can see, a lot of choices there. So you can pick out whatever two you want. Now, if your interviewer is in a bad mood and says, well, what are some other members of the cabinet? The reason why I say that to you is don't just learn two. Learn two, but then think about some others. Think about some others, okay? Because when there's this many different choices, then the person that's interviewing you might say, well, how much do they know? You know, and obviously there's a whole lot of choices here. So if they say to you, well, do you know any other members of the cabinet? Then it helps to have maybe 2 others learned, okay? So you can learn 2 and then have 2 more back in the back of your head. Because if you say Secretary of State and Vice President, then you can also think about, well, there's a lot of other secretaries. Secretary of Labor, Secretary of Energy, whatever kind of sticks in your head, it doesn't hurt to have more than 2 that you know, okay? So, if you have an interviewer that's in a bad mood, wants to give you a hard time, and you say 2 more members of the cabinet, he's going to be like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. So, Secretary of Health and Human Services. That's where Medicare comes in. Yeah. And let's see. Secretary of Homeland Security. That's one of the newest positions on the cabinet. Homeland Security. We didn't used to have that area. So, we've always had Secretary of Defense. Long time the U.S. has had that. And agriculture and education. So, if you're like interested in education, then you could remember that the Secretary of Education is in the cabinet. So I'm just giving you a little bit of a hint on something that you could say to your interviewer that would make them go, whoa. Okay, what did the Declaration of Independence do?
Say that the United States is free from Great Britain.
Excellent. I knew you knew that. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress?
The Senate and House of Representatives.
Yes. You know the only problem with that? House of Representatives. Senate, you did great. House of Representatives. That's very good. Okay. Ty, what are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech is very good. Do you know another one? Freedom of religion. That's another one. They call it freedom of worship here. Same thing, freedom of religion. What do you know what freedom of expression means? I wouldn't think that you would. It's basically the same thing as freedom of speech. Expression means that you can also create art versus just talking. You can also create art that has something to say about what you believe. That's expression can be more than just talking. Freedom of assembly is also mentioned here. And freedom to petition the government or ask the government for something, that's also mentioned. But the right, this is question 51. Hi.
Yes.
The right that we mostly have challenged these days is the right to bear arms. Bear arms, that means you can have a gun. This is what a lot of the Democrats want to take away from citizens. The right to have guns. They don't want us to have guns because they're convinced that guns are doing all the shooting, killing people, like in schools and stuff like that. It's not the guns, it's the person holding the gun that shoots, But The Democrats would like to get rid of this right, the right to bear arms. Arms is referring to guns, basically. And bearing them means that I don't have a gun, but I would like to get one someday. And if that right, the right to bear arms, was done away with, then I could not have a gun. So this is a very important list of rights, and they're available to everyone living in the United States, but that means citizens, basically. Okay. Do we want to take a break, or do we want to keep on going?
I think if we finish that, we call it.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Kay, what is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution.
Very good. That's exactly right.
She's good.
Yeah. She's been studying.
Yeah.
Haven't you? Haven't you been studying? Yeah. Okay, Nyan, name one branch or part of the government. One branch of the government. How many branches are there in the government?
Branch là một cái nhánh ha, nhánh là cái phần ha. Branch or part.
You know this. You're just Congress is an answer. Yes, right. There are 3 branches of the government, right? And one of the reasons why there's 3 is because you'd have to get 2 to agree to overcome the 3rd one. And it could be any of the 2, but you can't have one branch overcome 2. So see, there's inherently, by having 3, there's a balance that's there. And that's why there are 3 branches, and one of the branches is the legislative branch, which is Congress. The other 2 branches are judicial. That refers to the Supreme Court. And the 3rd branch is the executive branch, and that's the president. So we have president, Congress, Supreme Court. Those are the 3 branches, or the 3 organizations that are representative of those branches. So, name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States. Yeah, that's too easy. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. What? No, one American Indian tribe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Cherokee.
Cherokee, I like it. What's another one? Hopi. Yeah.
So, Choctaw.
What's that? Choctaw.
Yeah.
Choctaw. Very good. Yeah, there's all kinds of choices, so you can learn whatever you like on those. Hopi is a short one. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, here's the last question. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. There are several other choices, but I think that is the most important one. I really do. Now, the other one that's really important is to obey the laws of the United States. But be loyal to the United States is the very good answer. Very good answer. Very good job, y'all.
Yeah, very good. Vỗ tay, vỗ tay, vỗ tay, vỗ tay.
You're learning. You all are getting ready for those interviews.
Thank you, Dr. Trudy. Khi nào mà chúng ta là...
See, you were nervous and you survived it.
Cô nói vậy là nhanh phải không thầy?
Vậy là good đó, đó. Là người giám khảo cũng có thể hỏi như vậy đó. Bình thường đó. Bình thường đó. Yeah. This is good. Vào trong đó.
Everybody learn this.
Yeah.
Please repeat.
Please
Yeah.
repeat.
Please repeat.